Hi guys, John Picarello, co-founder here at Lions Pride Leadership Company, and today I want to talk to you about life on the extra mile. Now, you've heard about the extra mile, and the extra mile is going above and beyond what's required of you. And that's so important. With learning to live on the extra mile, life on it is life on your terms. You actually dictate the terms. Now, not in a selfish or, personal advantage way. That's not what it's about. What it is when someone requires something of you, you not only meet the requirement, but you go above and beyond it. Now it's on your terms. So you add more value to them than what they're asking. And again, that's on your terms. It's a decision. So life on the extra mile is always intentional, 24/7. So giving yourself whatever you're doing, whether you're at the job, whether you're at home, regardless of whatever it is, even recreation, you always go above and beyond expectations. Provide more, give more, always think more. In fact, think more of other people than you think of yourself. This way now, when it comes to add value, if you have a high estimation of other people, you set your value of them higher. And when you really value somebody, you want to go the extra mile with them. So how does this play out in everyday life? Well, when it comes to holding a meeting, for instance, whether it's a business meeting or not, but let's just say a business meeting and you sit down, well, going the extra mile means that before that meeting, you plan it out. You should have a timeline when that meeting is going to start, when it's going to finish, and you could always give people a heads up. And I like to email the agenda to the meeting to everyone so everyone knows what you're going to talk about. They come prepared. What am I doing? I'm adding value to the entire meeting, because now when I ask a question, which is in those emails, the answers are going to be well prepared, well thought out, and every answer by every person is adding value to the people in the meeting because everyone's contributing something positive. Well, that's life on the extra mile. Another aspect of life on the extra mile is a high level of integrity. It's taking the high road. Always take the high road. Always be honest. I could remember getting into work environments where I was new. I was the new person. And I think of back on when the most impact this made is when I had gotten on the fire department and I was the new guy on the block. I was the probation, so they would call you a probie for the whole first year. And I made such a mistake. What a blunder. And I think it had something to do with the journals, because you'd be entering things in the journals. But whatever it was, I just remember it was my fault. And the captain sat down and he looked at something and he said, "Who did this?" And of course, everybody looks at each other. Nobody owns up to anything. And I just said, "That was me." And he looked at me, and then I explained myself. Oh, I thought it was this, and this, but I was wrong, so I was the one who did it. And he looked shocked. He goes, "It's probably the first time in years I've seen somebody step up to the plate and say, they were at fault." And that's so important. Now, I'm not talking about just in serious matters. Serious matters, people own up. But the thing is, in something, as trivial as that, I owned up to it. Why? Because that's life on the extra mile, where you want clarity, you want honesty. Why do you want honesty? Because it makes you trustworthy. And if it makes you trustworthy, when you're telling the truth, you are communicating you consider the other person worthy of your trust. So you're being honest. When you lie to someone, you're demeaning them. And that's not life on the extra mile. So life on the extra mile, if you got to be true to yourself, high expectations, high level of values, set the bar twice as high as anybody sets the bar for you. In fact, I even coach people that if they want to get their teams going in a new year or in a new project, I always tell them, listen, where's the starting place? And they would tell me what the starting place is. That's where you start. And I say, okay, take 3 steps forward in that, raise the bar, and let a higher level of expectancy be your starting place. This way, out of the gate, you're already operating at a higher level. That's just life on the extra mile. Apologizing to who you need to apologize is life on the extra mile. Being honest with people and having that difficult conversation you don't want to have. I've learned through a lot of mistakes that I had the difficult conversation with someone that needs a reprimand, and I'm very lenient. And what I do is I seek to tell the truth honesty, just like it is. Don't sugarcoat it, but at the same time, how do I add value so that person is a bigger person after the conversation than they were going in? How could I lift them up? And that's life on the extra mile. So I hope that helps you, and for the rest of 2021, to learn to live life on the extra mile. You will have such a high estimation, valuation of the people around you, and in turn, people will value your input and your friendship.